What's good, everybody? This is Wabo503, and in today's video, which is actually something I haven't really done on my channel before, but it's a video game pickups video. So I'm thinking about doing these more often, but it's gonna be quite like maybe a month or two between each video, just because I don't have a lot of money to buy video games and stuff like that. Most of the video games I get is honestly from friends who don't want them, because I collect retro video games. So like basically anything from the PlayStation 2 back I consider retro, because it's discontinued and some of the stuff is starting to get rare. So yeah, this is what I got recently. I'm gonna go over here and grab my shit real quick. My back is all showing and stuff. Okay, so this is what I got so far. I'll grab the rest of it in a minute. So first up, we have it's going to be mostly the PlayStation games first. We have Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I actually wasn't able to get that much into this when I was a kid. I really wish I would have, because my mom was a fanatic about Castlevania when she had like the first Nintendo and everything like that. So I'm going to get into this a lot more soon. I actually had to actually, I guess I'll tell you guys that now. One second. I had to go down and buy a PlayStation 1 memory card, because I didn't realize that, at least I forgot, that you could not save PlayStation 1 games on a PlayStation 2 memory card. The thing is really ridiculous. That doesn't really make much sense. If I have a PlayStation 2, which I have a PlayStation 2 Fat, I don't understand why the hell I can't save it on this memory card. That doesn't make sense. Why can't I save it on this? But, I mean, whatever. Cost me like 12 bucks. I had to go to GameStop to get it, or not GameStop, Game Crazy, which is my local retro gaming store. But yeah, so I had to go buy an extra memory card for like 12 bucks, but oh well, fuck it. And then I got Resident Evil, the Director's Cut. I wasn't really a big fan of Resident Evil as a kid. I was a pretty big fraidy cat, so I wasn't really able to ever get into it. But as the same as the Castlevania, I'm gonna play through it come soon, and I may end up actually doing a Let's Play of it. I don't really know. And here I took, because all the sports games that I get that are free from friends and stuff like that, I usually just kind of tear the case open, throw away the art, and throw away the game, because you get like a cent for them at Game Crazy or whatever, or at my local gaming store and stuff like that, so I don't ever keep it. But I did keep this boxing game called Contender. I remember playing it as a kid. I knew it wasn't really much into like sports and stuff like that, video game wise. But I love the boxing games for some reason, so I figured, fuck it, I'll keep it and try it. And again, sports type of game, but I kept it anyway because it's a fighting game, which is Ultimate Fighting Championship. I don't ever remember playing this one, but I'm guessing it's kind of like UFC, but back then. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely give it a try. It's rated T for teen, so I don't think it's gonna be that good, because usually like, well, I guess, I mean, I have some WWE games, but I don't know, those are iffy sometimes. Also, another one of games that I did play as a kid, I don't remember it all that much, and I really wish I had the actual art for this game, because I have like a printed out like copy thing that came with the game my friend gave me, which is Mega Man X6. I didn't get to play much of the other Mega Man games, but I think it was either 5 or 6 that I was able to play, and I actually played, this is actually the only, I think I played a little bit of the Castlevania since I've gotten it, but I've played mostly the Mega Man game, and I'm telling you, it's an awesome game. So if you like Mega Man and you've never played the X series for the PlayStation 1, if you can get your hands on it for cheap, I would go get it. I mean, I got it for free, so I can't really complain. Let's see here. This kind of pissed me off, because as you guys know, my first Let's Play that I did on my channel was Final Fantasy VII. Well, this guy gave me Final Fantasy VII, but the asshole only gave me the first disc. I don't have the money to go get the game, because at my local gaming store it's like $45, because it's a game that everybody has and refuses to sell because it's a great game. So I have the first disc, and I'll eventually fork out the money later to go get the other 2 discs, I guess. I'll probably just go out and buy the game and give that to somebody. Another game that I played when I was a kid and loved it so much. I'm not very big into racing and stuff like that, except for the Gran Turismo games. I don't know why, but I loved Gran Turismo as a kid, which this game is Twisted Metal. It didn't come with the art or anything like that. A lot of these games didn't, which kind of sucked, because I want to collect games, so I want it to look nice, you know, so wasn't really able to get that either, so. But I mean, like, as I said, I can't really bitch. I got it for free anyway, so I can't really do much about it. And then the first Medal of Honor, my bad. And I don't think I ever played this one. I wasn't really much into shooters and stuff like that. I was, like, as you guys probably know, mostly RPGs, and Sonic, another game that I played a lot, which I guess is for the Sega Genesis, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm going to give this a try eventually. Probably not anytime soon, because I'm going to be playing the Mega Man game and then the Mega Man with the Castlevania. I'll be playing those two off and on, and then moving on to the Resident Evil. And I may pop this in as my secondary, I guess. Actually, probably not, because I'm playing through Final Fantasy IX right now, so I don't think I'm going to be able to get to that anytime soon. I don't have the actual game. I'm playing it on my PSP, but I really wish I did. That'd be pretty awesome. And then another Medal of Honor. This one's Underground. As I said before, I never really played any of the Medal of Honor games, or any basically FPS games until I guess, yeah, I guess it was the PS2 generation. I played Halo for the first time, which was on the Xbox, of course, and that's when I started actually playing like FPS and stuff like that, just because my friends had them and we're like, whatever, let's play. And then another game I got, actually the last PlayStation game that I got was WrestleMania, the arcade game. I actually vaguely remember playing the actual arcade game at an arcade when I was little, but I didn't have that much money growing up, so I wasn't able to go back and play it a lot. But I really hope to give it a shot again, and maybe I can rehash some memories that I had from my childhood. So, moving on to, actually only got one not Super Nintendo, but N64 game, which is Super Bomber, no, not Super Bomberman, Bomberman Hero. I don't have an N64 right now. I actually ended up having to sell mine, because I needed the money to help pay rent and stuff like that, so I wasn't able to keep mine. But once I get this is probably going to be one of the first games that I play, just because I've heard so much about the Bomberman series, but I never really got to play it. So I'm definitely going to give that a try once I get a Super Nintendo, or not Super Nintendo, an N64, and I'm moving on to the Super Nintendo right now, that's why I said that. This one I was actually really surprised that my friend had gave me. He had 2 copies of it, so he was like, you know what, you can have it, which is Super Mario All-Stars. This game is amazing. It comes with, I'm trying to see here, it comes with Super Mario Bros. Comes Super Mario Bros. 2 and 3, and then the Super Mario Bros. Lost Levels. This one doesn't come with Super Mario World, which kind of bites, but at the same time, like with all these games, I can't really complain. I got them for free, and I mean, shit, this got all of them except for Super Mario World. I can go pick up Super Mario World somewhere, I guess. So, a really good game. If you have the individual ones, I would still recommend getting this one, because, I mean, why not? It's cool. Here is another Super Nintendo game, which is called Goof Troop. I never played this game, but I watched the Goofy movie when I was little, and I loved the hell out of it. It was just amazing. It was like one of my favorite movies when I was a kid. I don't really know why, but I loved it. So I figured, I mean, like I said, with every other game, I got it for free, so I can't really complain. But I figured I'll give it a try, because I like the Goofy movie, why wouldn't I like the game? So, and it's just the Goof Troop, so there's no like added on it or anything. And this wonderful game right here, Mortal Kombat. I did not grow up playing this Mortal Kombat. I played it a couple times in arcades and stuff like that, but I grew up playing the, well, actually, it may have been this game. I don't remember exactly, but I love Mortal Kombat. I love fighting games, so I don't remember ever actually beating this, but I'm definitely going to have to give it a good 2 or 3 hours of playthrough, because I suck ass. I suck at the game, but I love it, so, I mean, I'll play it anyway. But yeah, Mortal Kombat, definitely a great game if you ever get a chance, like with any other game that I've mentioned. If you get it for cheap, why not? Add it to your video game collection. And then last but not least, this one's kind of messed up. I probably won't end up keeping this. I may end up getting rid of it. Pinocchio. First memory I can think about Pinocchio is I remember when I was little, my mom and me were in Walmart one day, and she wanted to go get, or she was going to get me Pinocchio for I think it was for my birthday or for some holiday, Christmas or something like that. And she was rushing. We were real busy that day apparently, and we went and she got Pinocchio. It wasn't in English though, so I had to watch Pinocchio. I don't know Spanish, especially at that age. I would think I was like 5 or something. She was pissed as hell because, I mean, she had ran back to the back to go get me the movie because I had couldn't quit crying about it because I wanted to watch Pinocchio, damn it. And it was Pinocchio. So, I have no idea what the game is about, but I will give it a try. Why not, basically? And I'm gonna grab my PS2 games real quick. Ugh. And I haven't gone through these ones and gotten rid of the sports games yet, because like I said, I don't play sports games. I think they're kind of pointless and boring. I'd rather go out and play the sport. But we have a copy of NCAA 2K3 college football. Like I said, I probably won't ever play it. I may keep it in my collection just for the fuck of it. I mean, to take up extra space, I guess. And then I have Madden 04. Again, probably won't keep it because I don't like sports games. And then we have Legends of Wrestling 2. I know this is technically, I guess, a sports game, but I love wrestling. I love wrestling when I grew up. I played wrestling constantly. I watched the show a lot, but I haven't been able to get into it recently just because I've got a lot of other stuff that I have to take care of, so I kind of haven't been able to, watch any wrestling and stuff like that. Next up is NHL 07. Same thing. I probably won't ever play it because I don't like sports games. Madden 05. Again, won't play it because I don't like sports games. NCAA football. This case is dirty as hell. I didn't even notice that. Yeah. Again, not going to play it. I don't play sports games. I think they're pointless and boring. This is a game, I honestly don't remember ever beating this when I was little, but it's a fantastic game. I think it's honestly the hardest Grand Theft Auto that I've ever played, which is Grand Theft Auto Vice City. I was actually surprised because it came in a better condition than I would have thought it would have, because, I don't know, a lot of the games that I've gotten I've had to take in to get buffed and stuff like that because people are really careless with their stuff. I'm definitely not when it comes to video games and stuff like that. I get very pissed off when I see people leave them out or anything like that. I'll freak out and have a heart attack because that pisses me off beyond freaking belief. But Grand Theft Auto Vice City, if you've never played it, I'm serious, you need to go in and grab a copy. I think they're maybe probably maybe $10 at the most. It's a great game. If you've played San Andreas, if you've played Grand Theft Auto 4 for the PS3 and the Xbox 360, you definitely have to go pick up Vice City. It's just an awesome game. And here's another game that I played in my childhood a lot, because I like Star Wars a lot. I have all the movies and everything like that. I only have one of the games, nope, 2 of the games so far, which is Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith. I like this because I used to cheat. I'd get the cheat codes, I'd put the cheat codes in, and then I'd play with my friends without them. I wouldn't tell them that I was cheating, of course, and then I would just sit there and stand back with Anakin Skywalker as my player, and just spam freaking lightning. And they're like, oh my god, I'm getting whooped, but I don't know what's going on. I didn't know that I had the unlimited force cheat in. So I loved the game. It was awesome. It was easy to cheat in, but it was, I don't know, it was just a lot of fun. So like I said, another good game you may want to check out if you already haven't. Here's the other Star Wars game I was talking about. I don't really usually play the Lego games, but this is Lego Star Wars 2. The original trilogy. I don't really play Lego Star Wars or Legos games. I wasn't really big into Legos when I was little. My brother was the Lego freak. But again, my friend gave it to me and he's like, oh, I used to play this when I was little, you should check it out. And I was like, alright, cool, whatever. And I've played a bit of it. I probably won't play this by myself because it's a 2-player game, so if I do, I'll play it with the Smurf or something like that, or with my mom's or whatever, because she likes Legos and, I guess, games that are like this, that are simple and fun. So if I ever play through it all, I'll play it with somebody else. I probably won't play by myself. Another Lego game that I have, which is Lego Batman, the video game. This is another game, as I said, I never really was into Lego games or Legos in general. I really wasn't into Batman as a kid too. I had the game, I think the Super Nintendo game, or not Super Nintendo, but the Sega Genesis game. I never really got into it all that much. I really wish I would have. Actually, the Smurf's brother is obsessed with Batman, so if you see this, man, don't worry, I'm still thinking about you, bro. This kind of sucked. I had a friend who I was looking online, and he had messaged me on Facebook and was telling me that he was at GameStop and he saw a bunch of good prices, and he picked up me a copy of Lord of the Rings Return of, because apparently they couldn't have fucking printed of the King, or of King. Is it of the King? Lord of the Rings. Yeah, Lord of the Rings: Return of the King. He couldn't put of the king. He couldn't put the king on it. I don't know why, but I think he paid like $1.50 for it, and I loved this game as a kid. It was just fantastic. It was like the best two-player game ever. It was just fantastic. I mean, I guess besides, I think San Andreas. San Andreas did have a two-player mode in it, but this game was fantastic for two-player. From what I remember, you could play through the whole game as two-player. The whole center thing. I don't think you could play the Hobbit side of it, or what was the other side of it? I think Gandalf side of it or whatever. I don't think you could play those two-player with the middle section, because it comes up like in like a trident type thing. Like there's one storyline, there's a storyline comes off like this, and a storyline comes off like that, and it was the funnest game ever. Because I mean, I think this game me and my brother clocked at least a good 25 hours in. I mean, we maxed out, of course, and but it was just something we could always come back to, because we would always want to see if we could get. It was a competition for it. That was our football, or that was our sports type of game. We wanted to see who could get the most points on one level. So definitely a good game. If you guys haven't checked it out, definitely go check it out. Next up is Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories. I actually haven't played this on the PS2. I played it on the PSP, and I think I beat it. It may have been Vice City Stories that I beat on the PSP. I have both of them on my PSP, but I don't think I've ever beaten the one, or Liberty City Stories. I think I might beat the Vice City Stories. So I'll definitely have to give this a chance. It's a Grand Theft Auto game. So it's good. I like it. I like Vice City and San Andreas a ton more. San Andreas is my favorite so far, because I haven't played Grand Theft Auto 5, of course, yet, because it hasn't came out. But definitely Liberty City Stories is still a good game in the series. So if you haven't checked it out, definitely go check it out. I think the only one that I had a problem with was the one that was actually ported on PSP, I think, which was Chinatown Wars or some shit like that. That was actually like from another country. I think it was a Japanese port or something like that. I think it brought back like the original roots of Grand Theft Auto, where it was like a top-down view and stuff like that. I didn't like it. And then another game, it doesn't have a cover or anything like that. I think I actually flipped a DVD around. Yeah, it was The Golden Pond. I just flipped the case around so nobody would see it. And that is Starsky and Hutch. I have no idea what the hell this game is. I've heard about Starsky and Hutch. I've heard about I think it's a movie or TV series or something like that. And apparently they have a video game. I've never heard of it, and it's kind of interesting, because I've heard my parents talk about it. Damn, I dropped the sleeve thing to it. But I probably will end up getting around to this. It probably will be pushed on the back burner for right now, because I'm not really like too worried about playing it. I have 2 more games. Just reach in my drawer here, if I can find them. Oh, there they are. And these are both PSP games. Actually, these aren't really recent pickups. These are the only 2 real copy of PSP games that I have. Really wish I would have kept the rest of them. But as you guys probably can guess what one of them is, at least. Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII. I bought this game automatically when it first came out, just because I'm a Final Fantasy VII fan. That's my favorite video game of all time. And of course, I really was interested in knowing what the hell Zack was all about, because you didn't really get to know much about him throughout the game. And this story is based around him, and everything basically prior to Final Fantasy VII. So if you were kind of curious about the storyline and everything like that, about what happens before Final Fantasy VII, this is a video game you definitely want to go pick up. It is only for PSP, but it is still a good game. I mean, I don't really like the battle system a whole bunch, because like it's not time-based or whatever. It's not like it's ATB. I don't remember. I can't know the active time-based. I think it is. But it's not like turn-based. That's what I mean. Turn-based. It's not turn-based. It's more action-oriented, which is the biggest problem I had with Final Fantasy XII. But it's definitely still, the storyline holds up where it makes me where I'll still play it. So, like I said, definitely go check it out. This is another game that I hated so much, but I loved it at the same time. It was a pain in the ass. I don't think I ever beat it without actually cheating, to be completely honest. I don't like cheating, but when it gets to the point where I've had the game for a good 1.5 years and I still haven't been able to freaking get past like the 3rd level, I'll cheat. I don't give a shit. and that is Final Fantasy Tactics: The War of the Lions. It has a bunch of sticker freaking crap on it, which kind of pisses me off because I hate when they do that. But this is basically, as you guys can tell, it's Final Fantasy Tactics. So it basically, I don't remember exactly what the storyline is. Let me see if I can pull out the manual here and it'll say something on it. No, it doesn't really say much on it. But this is basically, it's a character-based game, so basically, I mean, you have a certain character that you use, but it has, like, different classes and stuff like that. It's a fantastic game, but it's really intensely hard. So basically, if you lose one of your characters, you're basically screwed in the beginning of the game. So, yeah, that's all my games that I guess recently picked up. So I hope you guys like this video. I know it's probably coming out like 25 minutes. I know it's probably pretty long, and I may end up cutting it down a little bit, tucking out some of the stuff because you probably just don't want to hear about it. But so yeah, that is, I guess, my video game collection as of now. And I mean, I just started collecting probably about 2 months ago. So I have 4 Super Nintendo games, like 10 PS1 games, another 10 PS2 games, and 2 PSP games. And actually, one sec, I guess I'll show you guys this. These I also did get for free. I really wish they were in better condition, but these are 2 Super Nintendos that I got recently, and here they are. So as you see, the Super Nintendo right here, the whole face thing is bashed in and shit, and so is the side, which kind of makes me depressed, because why would you do that to a Super Nintendo? It was sitting in my friend's, actually it was sitting in Wonder Bread's, like, storage shed or something, and they didn't really know what they were packing crap on. This one's in better condition. I actually don't know if the paint is supposed to look like that or not. I'm guessing it might be, but this again has a hole inside of it. It doesn't affect, they both work perfectly fine. It's just for looks sake, it's not very good at all. So I'll sit you back here on the tripod real quick. So yeah, that is it for this video game pickups. I hope to do these more. I hope to do more of these in the future. So tell me if you guys want to actually see me do more of these. If you guys don't want to see them, I have no problem with not doing them. I guess it doesn't really matter to me. I just figured you guys might want to see what kind of video games that I have. So yeah, definitely put a comment in the comment section down below. Tell me whether you guys want me to keep up with this series. Like I said, it probably won't be as often as I hope it will be, because I don't come in on video games that often. Because I have to pay bills and stuff like that, and those come in more important and stuff. But, sorry, the Smurf's behind me, and I think there was a spider, and she just kind of, like, freaked out. And she says it was, like, that big. I don't think it's really that big, but she's terrified of spiders, and it makes no sense. I know this really doesn't have anything to do with it. Okay, her favorite superhero is Spider-Man, remember, she's terrified of spiders. Okay, comment down below. What the hell? That doesn't even make any sense, does it? Doesn't make any sense to me. But I'm going to end this video right here. If you guys want to see more of these type of videos, definitely comment in the comment section down below, and I will make more of these videos if you guys like them. If not, I guess tell me that you guys don't like them. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at whiteboy5294. The link will be in the description as always, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.